And now, here with another designated podcast are Teddy and JJ.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another Designated Riders podcast. I almost had an accident there. Off to an inauspicious start. I don't know what an auspicious start is.
I always get those confused.
We got, this is Designated Podcast number 19. And we got, obviously, football to talk about. Also a little basketball. Teddy's been all over the Tech basketball beat. Mm-hmm. And LSU doing well. So we got stuff to throw at you.
That's JJ Marshall. I'm Teddy Allen.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me.
This is number 19. JJ, your favorite athletic number 19. Got Johnny you said.
Tony Gwynn.
It's good. That's a good one. Who else?
I mean, lots of them. Dave Righetti, Clint Longley, Don Nelson.
Bambi.
Lance Allworth.
Which is one of your favorites.
Yeah.
Hadn't come to your mind.
Yeah.
Lance Allworth's not bad.
You know, I bet you Lance Allworth is, however old he is the best looking, whatever that age is.
He is probably 70.
What, five?
Yeah. Dr. Pat Garrett over at Louisiana Tech from Ruston beat him in the 400 at Byrd on a cinder track. It was the fastest white guy, no race intended, but that's how things were back then, and from Louisiana, and the fastest white guy from Arkansas back in the mid-50s. Dr. Pat Garrett beat him. Lance Allworth, NFL Hall of Famer. You love him. Talked to him on Sports Talk one day.
I did.
Do you ever listen to Sports Talk?
I have.
Gosh,
I try to listen to it as little as possible.
It's at 5 o'clock weekdays at 11:30, tired of the AM.
All right, Super Bowl this week. I know we're all tired of it by now. But, you know, you can see, at least to me, I can see both teams winning. I mean, I hate to be Mr. Fence Straddler here, but kind of seems like it.
Yeah, New England was a 2.5-point favorite, which I did not know until 10 minutes ago. I've been meaning to look all week.
You know, the Rams started off as a favorite.
I did not know that.
The line came out. The Rams were laying a point. And some Vitos and some Guidos brought in suitcases. The instant that happened, they said, we'll have none of that.
You can't blame them
No.
with New England's reputation. You can't blame them. But I had the Rams against the Saints, and I like the Rams. I'm impressed by the way they withstood all kinds of holy HE double toothpicks in the Superdome and managed to win the game. So I'm going to go Rammies. I know that, as y'all said on Sports Talk earlier this week, that Jim Kelly is rooting madly for the Rams so that he'll be not the only guy with four
losses.
Super Bowl losses.
As a quarterback, yeah.
But you got to appreciate Brady. What, he's 5-3 now?
Brady's 5-3.
That's what he is?
Yeah, one more loss. He'll have 4 Super Bowl losses, just like Jim Kelly, that loser.
The only problem is he'll have 5 more wins than Jim Kelly.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's not all Jim Kelly's fault. Anyway, everybody says, I'm not going to watch Super Bowl.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you
that's
probably
like
will.
You
Teddy, probably will.
It's baseball strike. Right. Everybody told you it's 94. I ain't watching baseball ever again.
Yeah, he probably will as soon as it comes back on.
It's open the turnstile. People come rushing in.
Plus, I got a buddy of ours, staff is making a brisket. I'm sure you have plans. What are your Super Bowl plans?
The same ones I've had every year for 20 years.
Which is unrehearsed?
I sit large posterior in comfortable chair, and somewhere around halftime, only sibling shows up and watches the second half with me.
Okay, because we're wonderful friends.
I used to do the party thing throughout the 80s. I used to do the party thing, and it got to, as you know, just because of my idiosyncrasies. It was the commercials are on.
Oh my goodness, really?
And that was enough.
That's enough for you. If you know JJ, that is enough.
I said, I'm done here. My work here is done.
You know, by Super Bowl time, I'm pretty much good with football.
I can tell you the last Super Bowl I watched in a party situation was Steve Young just relentlessly carving up the Broncos or whatever. That was fun. 55 something. I think they're still scoring. That was the last time. It was the mid-90s, 95 or so. The last time I watched one of those babies. You know, another bad news is the last time the Super Bowl was in Atlanta, they vowed never to go there again because the weather was horrific and there was traffic jams and it was just a unsightly mess. And the NFL said, we're not going back. We're not going back to Atlanta if this is how it's going to be.
Okay.
So they finally relented to going back to Atlanta, and
It's supposed to be a
it's going to be Chicago like
right.
grid, black snow, whatever that stuff means. It's just supposed to be awful.
Yeah, the game's inside, but who cares about that?
If you can't get in,
If you can't get in, don't make no difference.
but anyway, I'm looking forward to it. I can make the case for either team. To be honest, I can make the case more for the Rams winning a blowout than I can for the Patriots.
No, I can't, and I'm looking forward to. Just my opinion. I think the Rams are funner to watch play than the Saints. Although I'm sorry for Saints fans in Louisiana who lost the game, and then the Patriots. I would have rather seen the Chiefs because I think they're exciting too. However, you got to tip your hat to the Patriots because the Patriots keep winning.
Right. I mean,
Right,
whoever
they won at KC, and good for them.
at 5:20, whatever, when I'm watching, I turn it on, and whatever teams show up,
It's good.
that's good enough for me.
Good. I got a spiral ham and a brisket.
Good.
So
I'll
good.
eat one of those too, as you know.
Okay. Anthony Davis, America?
Yeah, it's America. It's the NBA in America more
That's
than
true,
anything
too.
else. The NBA brings this on itself by its relentless pursuit of star this, star that, super teams, great teams. We don't care about Sacramento. Charlotte, you should be happy you even have a team.
True.
I mean, it's all unlike baseball, unlike football. When the season starts, there are, maybe
4 teams?
I was gonna say 4 teams possibly could win the title, and they all know it. Nothing's going to happen that's going to be so outlandish. I mean, obviously, Golden State looks pretty good. They've won 11 in a row as we sit here today, and we are sitting. But does anybody really think that pick a team,
Denver.
the Nuggets are going to make their way through the playoffs?
Ain't gonna happen.
No, not going to happen.
And Anthony Davis, you got to be an Anthony Davis fan. He plays hard.
He gave him a year and a half.
Period. He said, "Hey, I'm telling y'all 18 months in advance to figure it out."
So I mean, yeah, go ahead, move on. You never know. Maybe he might decide I can get a supermax in New Orleans. I kind of like it here or not. I mean, he could change his mind. Kawhi Leonard couldn't spell Toronto, though a lot of people can't either.
They're good.
And he seems to love it there. So I would just feel bad as we wrote on designated writers during the week. Tough times for New Orleans.
Man, what a bad week.
Yeah.
The big
Saints
call
and AD's gone, and man,
baseball's gone.
well, they still got another year because the Wichita didn't finish their stadium yet. But
They'll be gone.
it's tough. It's tough, but they'll hang in there.
What else we got?
Basketball. I mean, your Tech basketball. I watched that Marshall game on the box. Tech's been obviously really good at home. Marshall's a good team, and I was really impressed.
Yeah, here's how crazy that is. They did play the best 2 teams in Conference USA this week. They got them at home. They beat Marshall in overtime. They have 2 preseason all-conference guards. One of them went off. They held the other one to nothing. And then they beat a long and really good West Kentucky team. They had to set their best player down with 2 fouls in the first half. The Hilltoppers did. But Tech was throwing inside to get the guy in trouble, and he did. And so Tech was able to beat them. So they've got a chance. They play at Florida Thursday and Saturday. And the good thing is they have only one game the next week, and that's at Southern Miss. And then, of course, Conference USA is after the next week. They've revamped their schedule where they get the highest RPI guys playing against each other to try to get 2 teams in the NCAA.
Which is a novel concept.
It's a novel, but they put themselves in the mix by winning against the 2 best teams at home.
Yeah.
Thank you, scheduling gods. So now if they can take care of their business, they may have a shot to get in the dance.
Speaking of basketball in Louisiana, LSU, of course, is on quite a roll, highlited by a semi-miraculous. I wouldn't say it's the greatest of all time.
Semi.
But, you're down 14 with 2 minutes to go. You throw in a couple of threes and it's a ball game, which is exactly what happened. But that LSU is an intriguing team. I don't know what will happen when, the Tennessee, Kentucky, Auburn, the supposedly really good teams in the SEC. But they're an intriguing team. As they get better, I think they're 19 this week. They're making their way up in the rankings a little bit. They're shooting for probably a 4 or 5 seed if things probably fall like they should, and that's about as much as you could ask for. I've been saying all along, They want to get to the second weekend
That's
of the NCAA tournament, and that's you chalk that one up. Now, you win the first game, you lose the second one. If you're a 4 or a 5 seed, you're probably playing a 4 or a 5 seed, and there's no shame in losing that game. But a reasonable and a nice, lofty goal for LSU, considering the talent they have and the expectations and how they've been playing lately. Second weekend of the season. Now, I don't think they're going to go out and lose 6 out of 7. I don't think they're going to win 21 straight going into the NCAA tournament. But, if you're an LSU fan, you should be excited about what they've been doing. They're very athletic. They seemed like they didn't know what they were doing with each other in the first part of the season. They couldn't get out of each other's way. But now they've kind of all settled into roles. And you're an LSU fan, you're going, okay, I need to pay attention here. I don't need to buy Final Four tickets. I just need to pay attention.
This is when they've had that much time to play together. And if you're a college basketball fan, you probably have been watching since the first. And the fun is seeing how a team grows. 8 or 9 players together, through December and January, and then how they really play this coming month is the bee's knees. I mean, that's what you look at. That's what's the fun about college basketball. Experience makes a difference to me. Listen to your opinion, but guys play together and they get used to each other. It makes a lot of difference, more so than in baseball or basketball.
Yeah, I mean, look, Duke is a supremely talented team. I'm telling you, nobody, including Krzyzewski, knows what's going to happen when they're down
Bingo.
4 in the tournament against a team that's got juniors and seniors.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know.
Seniors make the diff.
You don't know.
And that's where Tech is lacking. One senior's on the bench. Hopefully he'll get well, Derek Jean, and be able to come back and play some. But anyway, they've at least set themselves up and put themselves in the mix.
All right, it's the end of January, which means we turn into February, which means pitchers and catchers.
As far as college baseball goes, Tech will open at SLU 15th through 17th. We got softball as well. They're going to open at home against SLU on it's a Wednesday, second Wednesday in February. And Louisiana Tech softball has the Player of the Year coming back in Conference USA and the Pitcher of the Year coming back in Conference USA. And, of course, Tech baseball has won 39 or 40 games in the last 3 years. So big things expected of them. As far as the big leagues go,
Derek.
Where is
Bryce Harper
Bryce
and Manny Machado still don't have a home. Again, J.D. Martinez didn't have a home at this time last year. So it's just, everyone can do what they're doing because they can afford to do it right now. And somewhere along the line, somebody's going to say, okay, that's enough. Right now, I think Bryce Harper might very well go back to the Nationals, and I think Machado probably is going to go to the Phillies, but that could change tomorrow if the Yankees get interested, or the Dodgers, who have already signed outfielders, so I don't think they really need him, but they get interested too. They got A.J. Pollock, so who knows?
Yeah.
All right, before we go, designated prediction for the Super Bowl.
Okay, and before we say that, going into spring training, we do know that last year the Red Sox were the best team. You can't always say that this team won the World Series. Yeah. They were the best team,
doubt.
But they were. Rams.
Taking the Rams.
Absolutely.
I took the Patriots against the Chiefs last week because I just can't not take the Patriots. I just can't say, and I think, again, the Patriots have the better quarterback. Yes. And I don't necessarily think they have the better team, but they have the better quarterback. I am not surprised at all, but I don't want to be the idiot who picks against. Oh, you're the idiot who picks against.
Right. But I will do. I'll say I'm picking against the spread of 2.5.
Okay, there you go.
Point. So I'll at least cover my butt there.
Right.
I did appreciate that Jared Goff ran out there and talked to the wide receiver last week in the Superdome. I mean, did you see that?
Mm-mm.
No, they can't hear each other in the first.
Oh
half.
yeah.
You see, I've never seen that before. He ran, so at least he said, "I've got the only way to let him know is go tell him." So and they kept their calm through that when they could not even hear in the first half and weathered the storm.
Word to you and to the vast listening audience here: have you seen Peyton Manning in detail on the show Detail?
I've heard that it's wonderful.
I mean, he talks about what Goff is doing, all the little things you don't see during. He does the same thing with Brady.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
I've heard it's wonderful.
I mean, if you really want to grind it and just see all that's going on in a game, he's funny. Of course, you expect.
Now, how do you get to that?
I don't know.
But it's somewhere, if you
push a
Google
bunch
it,
of buttons and
Peyton
it has,
Manning, because I tried to do it one night and I couldn't get to it.
It's good.
But it would be spectacular.
All right, we're out of here. Good luck in the Super Bowl to all parties concerned, especially us.
Yeah, have fun with your brisket.
And your spiral ham.
You bet.